take mountains and move them. They can do things that I've seen, things that you say to only be dreaming, only be dreaming. Who's gonna tell me I can't? Who's gonna tell me I won't? I can do anything if I just put my mind to it. Don't need to prove it. I do it for my city, Mr. 716.
With them fly ass chicks who paint them pretty ass lips. With them trap boys out doubling up on bricks. For musicians like myself that was blessed with a gift. Rap with a pack and see what it is. Swerving through traffic like I lost control of the whip. Hurting the competition like I ran over these bricks. Double lines mean nothing when you're hugging the bridge.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Talk US Tuesdays. How's everybody doing out there? I'm here today. My co-host couldn't be here. He's a little bit under the weather, trying to get himself together. But listen, we got Donovan Samuels in here, Mr. Pop Fly Podcast himself. Can't wait for his next season, baby.
How's everything? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Got a couple days off work, so I'm happy to be on the show. And I'm gonna bash my Raiders today.
Also, we got my guy D-Man Smith in the building, Mr. Monday Night Messiah, Mr. Joe U himself. What's going on, D-Man?
Hey, what's up, everyone? How's everybody doing today?
All right. We also got Fight for the Mic and Pylon to Pylon Podcast in the building. He's here with us today, ready to spread his love on what he's seen this weekend.
How's it going? Talk Yours Tuesday. Ready for another one.
I hear that. And now we got a special guest I ain't seen in a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for him to get his own show. My man Kellen Lane is in the building.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening.
All right, y'all know how we usually start this thing off. We usually go with our trash players. I want everybody to tell all their trash players at one time. I'm going to go right around the room. Go from Donovan to D-Man, to Fight for the Mic to Kellen, all right? So I'm going to let you go ahead. Go ahead, Donovan. Tell you.
I'm not gonna do players today. I'm just gonna do teams. So I told you I was gonna bash my Raiders. So my Oakland Raiders went into.
Oh wait! You can wait to bash them. We're gonna give you your own. We're gonna give you the flow for that one. We're gonna wait to bash them. You go ahead and just say the TAPs.
Okay, my trash ass play. I mean, it's still an Oakland Raider. It's Derek Carr. He played like a Ferrari against Kansas City and played like a Pinto against the Atlanta Falcons, man. I just can't explain it. I mean, he has a lot of criticism. He takes a lot of criticism, takes it to heart, but, consistency is key, man. So that is my trash player. I only have one trash player, and that is Derek Carr.
All right, so my trash player, well, it's a team, actually, the Broncos.
Why?
Because the Broncos got destroyed.
Well, why?
You just got one. I mean, you can say all of them. That's what I'm saying. Say all of them.
For the whole team, for the Broncos, that's what I'm saying. We destroyed them.
Okay, but I'm just saying, was this? What was the reason? Come on, give a little substance.
Well, the quarterback.
They caught that L.
Well, I know the quarterback. Well, no, he was like wide receiver, but he had 13 pass only, 1 completion.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that. I mean, I'm happy about it because they lost, but yeah.
Right, and think about it, all quarterbacks were out with this whole COVID issue.
Yeah. And just speaking of that, I'm just that win we had against you guys early in the season, that's pretty impressive, man. That's a good resume builder for my Raiders, man. You guys haven't lost since, huh?
No, not ever since we lost to the Packers, we've been unstoppable.
Yeah. Kellen Lane, what's going on, bro?
Fight for the Mic. Where you at?
I'm not next.
Oh, my bad.
So you wanted us to just do all the ones we have now? Because I have three of each.
No,
First
just do
one
the
is
trash
gonna-
one first.
Yeah. I didn't know if you want to do all three of my trash first, and then
Yeah, do all three get trash first. All the trash you got, put it out at one time.
all right. T.J. Finley, quarterback for LSU, 9 for 25, 118 yards, no touchdown, 2 picks. A terrible day for him. Didn't really complete any good passes. And then my second one is Rex Culpepper, the quarterback from Syracuse. He actually had a good game, 200-something yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. But they got the game within a touchdown. The clock was winding down after they completed the pass, and he spiked the ball on fourth down.
On fourth down.
With 2 seconds left.
He spiked it on fourth down.
And then time expired.
That was Dino Babers' fault. That was the coach's fault.
No, that's his fault.
That was the coach's fault, man.
The QB has to. You got to know what the time.
You got to know what down it is
when you're.
That's a Syracuse thing, man. It's a Syracuse thing. It's like that's their whole culture. That's what it comes down to in football. Like it's like. Go ahead. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. Go ahead. And that's the last one.
And the one I should have said first, the main attraction of the evening. He's right in my picture right there. I mean, it's got to be Nate Robinson. Trash-ass player. I mean, he had no business being in that ring. He really just he had 8 months of boxing training compared to a guy who's been doing it for over 3 years now, who also has a height advantage, a reach advantage, and he's just bigger than you. And you have no experience. He walked in there. If he didn't try to sit there and grab him 85 times in the first round, he would have been out cold a lot sooner than that. But he got dropped 3 times. Jake Paul just had his way with him. The second he got into open space with him, creamed him. So Nate Robinson for sure, trash-ass players. And that'll do my list.
Yeah. To add on to that trash-ass player, the fact that he also was talking trash to him. I saw the footage of that today, and I'm like, dude, man, are you serious? He was talking so much trash to him. Like he really thought he was going to win.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unbelievable.
And then the basketball fans were getting behind him because, for the basketball culture. But he had no chance. And also to add on to that, anybody who believed he had a chance is on my trash-ass players too.
But see, the thing is with the basketball, he did have that support, but then it ended up hurting him in the end because you had that many more viewers to see him drop on the ground like that.
And the fact that he was losing the mental and verbal warfare game for like a month before that. Jake was destroying him on the internet. He did up until the moment they started fighting. He trolled the shit out of. He had playing basketball, whatever that song's called. He had as Jake Paul's walkout. Like, if you follow him on social media, he was clowning Nate for like a month straight going into that. And he told Nate's kids, "You don't want to watch this. It's going to be bad." It was bad. They probably didn't want to.
Shots fired.
And yeah, Jake, I'm not going to put in my certified, but I feel like he equally could be my certified as Nate goes into my trash. Okay, but yeah, that completes my trash.
Kellen Lane, what you got, Kellen Lane?
My trash team gonna be the Kentucky Wildcats losing to I want to say Dayton the other day. Who lost the other day? Saturday. I forgot the team they lost to. I think it was Dayton. I don't know.
Hold on. Dayton's pretty good.
No,
but they're not ranked. That's the thing. They lost to a not ranked team.
They lost. It wasn't. I don't think it wasn't Dayton. It wasn't Dayton. It was somebody else. They lost though. They lost an unranked team. They was that's the mighty Kentucky. One man D-Wick. This one man D-Wick. One man D-Wick at it because they talking Kentucky the best thing since sliced bread.
Kyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Kyler Perry. I call him Kyler Perry. Kyler Perry.
I said Tyler Perry.
No, I said Kyler Perry. Kyler Perry.
Not Badia, but Then I want to say my other trash was that whole fight. How that whole fight was set up, like the whole Tyson and Expedition, the whole thing was set up was like, and they could have done better than that. The competition they had, it wasn't right. It wasn't matched up right. And so I thought the people that paid for that was foolish. Shame on you guys. People that actually paid for that, watch that fight. Shame on you. Those are my two trash. That's my two trash right there. Okay. I got some.
I want to make sure I say his name right. Arinthius Frazier. Did I say that? Oh, I'm getting better at this journalism. I'm getting better at this journalism, Donovan. I'm trying to tell you now, I'm getting better, Donovan. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get that two
It's not Arinthius. It's Arinthis.
Is Arinthis? Oh, never mind.
Nope.
Still messed it up.
It's Arinthius.
No,
I know, but Arinthius. Wouldn't you have? Wouldn't you have a?
Hey, you're a trash player. Yeah.
I know, but wouldn't you have an E or something in front of that IOUS?
Oh, that's how they spelled it in the Bible times.
Does it matter?
That's how they spelled it in the Bible times back then.
All right, Arinthius. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Man, do you have any trash ass players, Arinthius, that you would like to bring up?
Detroit Lions.
Okay.
The whole team. All of them. Trash.
Matt Patricia?
Well, he's no longer a Detroit Lion, so
I know. So you would I would say
yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting you're a Detroit Lions fan. I keep forgetting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but it's weird because you live in Ohio. This is weird. I don't understand it with y'all. Y'all live in Ohio, and I grew up
in Detroit.
Oh, okay. And moved to Ohio? What the hell?
You a Buckeyes fan? You a Buckeye fan or a Michigan fan?
Nah, I'm a Michigan fan. Oh, for sure.
You might want to add them in there too.
You want to say that on national? You want to say that on the SC radio? Like you say that probably too. I'm a Michigan fan.
Yeah, they trash too. So I mean, but not as bad. They haven't been as trash as long as the Lions. So
true.
So let's give them that.
I don't know. Okay, I disagree with that.
Yeah.
You got any more? Do you have any more trash plays, or that was it?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna say the Falcons. I'm gonna say the Cowboys is trash, but I want to say something different. But I want to say the Cowboys.
Well, that's automatic. I mean, no, everybody know that.
I was gonna say the Cowboys are trash.
We had to watch them on Thanksgiving. I fell asleep when I fell asleep the rest of the I ate early dinner and went to sleep the rest of the game. I missed all the games watching the Cowboys play. I was mad as heck. I ate my dinner. It was like the Cowboys game on. Wow, and I went right to sleep and slept the whole day. I ate and slept good. Thank you, Dallas.
Yeah. Cowboys are definitely trash. I'm gonna have to agree. That was my TAP. The Dallas Cowboys. My other TAP is sad for me to say this. This is the worst game he had this season. But Darius Slay, he's my other TAP for last night's performance. But I mean, it's the worst game he had this season. But I still got to put him on the list because he is a trash ass player as far as what last night showed. Another TAP that I'm putting down on here, to me, I'm gonna have to say number 11 from the Philadelphia Eagles. I refuse to say his name because usually you say somebody's name when they're doing something nice, and I refuse to say his name. So number 11 from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, you should never be saying his name then.
Yeah, that's what I say his name. But my co-host is here, flying high as he usually is. My co-host. Do you have any TAPs out there, Ryan? Give us all of them.
I got Dallas, Chargers.
Okay.
I got Tampa Bay.
Okay.
And the Raiders.
Did I call that, Ron? I told you we were going to lose. No, I didn't expect to lose like that, but we just weren't there. Should never have made the trip.
Yeah, I understand. Now that we're on our certified, I still want to go on the same list. D-Man kind of fell off, but I want to go on the same route that we was going. So it's going to go Donovan, then go to Jared, then it's going to go to Kellen, then Arinthius, then Ron Thomas. So, Donovan, what you got for your certified players?
My certified player is none other than the running back from the UCLA Bruins, Demetric Felton. 31 carries, 201 yards, and a touchdown. This dude's been carrying the hell out of the ball, man. He's definitely he's a senior this year, so he'll definitely make it to the NFL. think I don't know. Fight the mic. You think he'll get in the first round or what?
It's going to be really tough for him to get in the first round, considering he didn't have a lot of attention going into this year. But I think he'll definitely get drafted, and he could be a
Who
solid
you say?
player.
I missed it.
I don't know. Some teams might surprise you on that though, because we all know that the draft goes by need. So.
Yeah, it's not like he's at like an unknown school. He's at UCLA, so he definitely has a chance.
Only team
Yeah,
I
but
know
this dude's been killing. I mean, I wish we had our quarterback, but I mean, they just been.
Hey, Chase Griffin's been playing well though.
Yeah,
for a backup getting thrown in
Definitely.
there, but I don't think he's Dorian Thompson-Robinson though.
Yeah, but
So that's a good one.
yeah.
I was noticed him too. He's a running back I've noticed that's been playing really well the last few weeks, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my certified player. I have nobody on the Raiders. Well, you know what? I will give Hunter Renfrow a little bit of credit. He's the only one that played well. That's about it for my Raiders.
No. Y'all United is so up.
Who?
The Raiders.
Right.
Renfro played solid though. He
Yeah.
had, what, like 7 catches?
Zay Jones played solid too, didn't he?
You know
They
I
ain't
got the
show- they ain't
rest.
show up.
Rotation like that.
Y'all trash, man. Y'all beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all Super Bowl. We don't go make the playoffs. Y'all suck. Y'all let Atlanta beat y'all. Even Ron.
Anyway, y'all were talking about. So we gonna get into that a little bit later, though. Kind of hold your horses on that.
Yeah.
Hold your horses.
But I'll say this stuff with some hardware on my fingers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fight for the mic. What you got? Fight for the mic.
Ain't no.
All right, well, I kind of
You got
already
ashy
said my
knuckles.
first one. Jake Paul, of course. Not only about everything with the fight, but he promoted himself on social media during the whole time as well, and he promoted his song to be a top 50 song in the country this week. So he did well. And then my second one I had to talk about was Jeremy Chin, the safety linebacker hybrid from the Panthers. In a great game that you called, Dennis. You stuck with your Temple guys. Jeremy Chin had a fantastic game. He had 13 tackles. He had a two scoop and scores in 2 consecutive plays. One of them was off his own. He stripped the guy himself. He just had a fantastic game, and it was Antoine Winfield for the first maybe half of the season for Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think. And now my number 2 safety I had in the offseason, Jeremy Chin, I think is kind of taken over. And I think he's got to be Defensive Rookie of the Year right now. And then my final one was Jamar Jefferson, the running back from Oregon State. In an big upset win against rival Oregon, he had 226 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. He was just consistent all day. It wasn't like just a few big runs that got him most of those yards. He had like 29 carries. He was just working hard and moving the chains the whole game, and was the big reason why they upset Oregon. So Jamar Jefferson in there for sure. There's another running back, but I figured Kellen had him already, so I didn't do him. But that's my certified.
Kellen Lane.
I don't like running backs, bro. It's all running backs.
Right, you don't. This is
Yeah,
why
but I know you have one this week.
Let's let the world know right here. This is the man that tells everybody running backs are a dime a dozen. But for his certified player, he has
Iron Mike Tyson.
He's saving it.
I got Jared Patterson, 49 yards, 8 TDs.
What position?
36 carries. He played running back for the UB
Oh, he
Bulls.
plays running back. Okay.
He's still a dime a dozen, but he
Buffalo.
University of Buffalo. Yes, University of Buffalo. He had 8 TDs for 400 yards.
Who did they play against?
He had they played against Toledo.
Oh, okay.
He had 301 last week for 4 TDs. His
He
production
had 301 last week.
Yeah, 301 4 TDs last week.
So he had 700 yards in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 33. Yeah, and he got 9 TDs, 12 TDs in 2 weeks. And they 4-0. They're 27th in the country right now. So that's my certified team and my certified player. And I also got Iron Mike Tyson for being 53 years old and going out there and fighting that fight against Roy Jones. He looked real good out there. I can't even lie. He looked real good out there.
That's what I said.
Good, but being 53 years old is like that's an old age, and he went out there and looked like he could still go there and fight like somebody. And his talent,
like an Anthony Joshua, right? Like an Anthony Joshua.
I almost
Mindset.
I almost had Dennis in my trash ass players for something he said after those fights.
I said that Mike Tyson could go the distance with Anthony Joshua. That's
He
what
can
I
fight.
said.
Yeah, he can fight.
Oh, it's changed now.
He can fight Ruiz right now.
You
Ruiz,
said
Puerto
Mike
Rican
Tyson
kid.
would stop Anthony Joshua within 10 rounds.
I don't know
Yeah, he
about
would
that.
beat him in 10.
I
rounds.
don't think the
53-year-old
length
Mike
would be a big difference in that fight, but he can fight like Anthony Ruiz dude. He'll fight him and crush him.
Yeah, but see the thing about Andy Ruiz, they like the same height.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
Right. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, ain't got no chin.
He got the reach though.
He got the reach, but he ain't got no chin.
Anthony Joshua will hit 53-year-old Mike Tyson 2 times, and his head will explode, and he'll have a stroke.
Yeah, because the reach is
2 shots.
different.
I give him 2 nice clean hits from Anthony Joshua, and he's dead on the mat.
Yeah, because of the reach. But I'm saying if he fights
Because he's
like
53
Ruiz,
years old.
I doubt it. He's an animal. He'll eat his kids. I doubt it.
Wait a minute. Remember Mike Tyson to duck and do body shots all night long.
All right. He
going
going
like boxing, stick and move.
Ain't nobody expect Andy Ruiz to do what he did to Anthony Joshua, except for me. But ain't nobody else expected. Because I just don't think the boy Anthony Joshua that good. That's just me. 10 rounds is what I said, and he's going to get knocked out. That's what I said.
So is it my turn then?
Yes, it's your turn.
I got Washington for that butt whooping that put on Dallas.
Okay.
I got Kansas City Chiefs and the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons defense played really well, man.
Thank you for taking Tat McKinstry and Vic Beasley. Thank you.
Is that it? That's all you got?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Frazier, what you got over there, Mr. Frazier?
All right. Give me DK Metcalf.
Oh,
Lord.
Roast. Let me go get my liquor. I'll be back. Go get my liquor.
DK Metcalf for roasted Darius Slay. See, nothing like it. Yeah, I guess he might have been due for a bad game, but not that bad. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, the whole team, because guess what? They still undefeated, 10-0. And no matter how you spell it, no matter what you say, they 10-0, and 10-0 is 10-0.
The worst part about that Eagles game is Darius Slay was right with DK Metcalf on every single one of those throws. He was right there every time.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
he never even got truly just roasted. I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was crazy.
He was right there, and maybe it wasn't Slay's day.
Yeah, that's why it just wasn't his day.
On that note, because let's just keep it honest. Darius Slay is a top three cornerback.
That's what I say. That people don't believe me.
At least top 5, I think.
I say top 5.
Okay, that's okay. I'll give you top
this
5.
year, top 5 too.
Well, but I mean, still, he's in tops in that category, and hey, it's just one of them days. We'll just see what happens, this week with him on that. So we'll see. And I had the Pittsburgh Steelers, the whole team.
Okay, Gargamel, great to have you in here, baby. You got any certified players?
Nico Laos. He got the game sealing interception for the Giants, and he also got a shout out from the King James.
Oh, okay. That was it. You just got one.
I can go a whole Giants team if you want.
Okay, the whole Giants.
Yeah, you cannot. How? We got 2 wins. Stop it.
2 wins. Try again.
They got 4, man.
Wins.
Oh, they got 4. We got 4. Okay, 4 wins.
Hey, man, 4 slots in the NFC East, man.
Hey,
4 slots in the NFC East, Kellen.
You always tell me, Kellen, I can't talk to him in first place. Well, guess what, buddy? I'm in first place.
First place. That's right. You're in first place.
Whether they win or lose the division,
I forgot about that. Y'all first place. That is right. Y'all is the best team in our division, though, so that's what's up.
Yeah.
I think Washington will win that division.
Yeah, football team's winning the division.
I would say it's the Giants.
I think the Giants got the best. They got the best talent. They got the best coach.
But I think Alex Smith is the best quarterback.
Well, he
Let
was.
me let me get to my certified players before y'all start butchering things around here. Because y'all are really butchering things around here, and I'm trying to be as nice as possible, but y'all pushing my butt. I'm just letting y'all know that you're overcooking my grits because I can't cuss. I can't cuss on my own show anymore.
Hey, I want you to hear something that's kind of breaking. Just real quick, we got a trade being discussed. Russell Westbrook to the Cavs.
For who?
For who?
I don't know. They
For the
didn't
guard,
get-
I got it for the point guard. It got to be
They
for
didn't,
Sexton.
they didn't give any details.
They might get Sexton and Darius Garland.
It's gonna be Sexton,
But,
Garland, and Love.
Yeah,
No,
well,
that whole team.
It ain't in love. They want him and
Andre.
Love to play together. It ain't in love.
Yeah, they
Love
want
got- Love
yeah,
got- Love got to go.
him and Love always wanted to play together.
They always wanted to play together
at
since
UCLA.
college.
Yeah.
Love got to go.
So that's that's being discussed right now.
Or they might be getting
Probably-
Tristan Turner. What's his name? Thompson?
Tristan
Yeah,
Thompson. Chris
Kardashian. Oh yeah, his contract is finally up. Thank God.
He with Boston.
Speaking of Evan Turner, how is he a coach already?
Evan Turner?
Evan Turner is a coach.
He in Brooklyn, right?
He retired already.
He in Brooklyn.
A bum. A bum. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that a little bit too. Let me talk about my certified players. Let me get mine out the way because everybody that said DK Metcalf. Another guy that I felt as though was certified was Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was amazing this weekend.
I just want to choke him, man.
Yeah, he was amazing this weekend. I got to give the Green Bay Packers for going out there and putting 41 up on their rivals, 40-something up on their rivals. That was amazing. I also got to give it to Deshaun Watson. Came out there and balled, man. The man was phenomenal. Even though his wide receiver had PEDs, but the man was phenomenal. You know what I mean? And I got to give it to Washington's defense because I don't respect Alex Smith. So I got to give it to Washington's defense for balling real hard and beating the Cowboys.
The Jaguars.
What's your beef with Alex Smith?
He just ain't good. Just like,
but he wins.
He just ain't
wins
good.
enough to get you in the playoffs. I'll say that.
You'll see. Y'all will see. It's coming to December. December shows a whole lot about quarterbacks.
We like Tim Tebow for being a winner, though.
Tim Tebow is a winner.
So is Alex Smith.
No, Alex Smith is not a winner. You'll see. You'll see.
Well, when they,
I can show you better. I can tell you. You'll see.
So do we better? Can we better profile pick? You have to put your profile on Facebook with the Washington football team.
You can't do nothing on Facebook, bro.
If Washington wins the division.
For how long?
For a week.
For a week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's make it 2 weeks.
You know what? Because Washington about to eat them W's.
Let's make it 2 weeks.
All right, and then you can pick whatever team you. I can't be the Chiefs though. I can't rock.
No. I'm picking my Eagles.
So I gotta have an Eagles profile.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
All right.
That's it. Another thing I wanted to say was well, right, since we into the moment, let's just kick it straight off. So how about we go right into the new segment I would like to call a classic TMW.
Girl.
That's what I call it. Classic TMW. And this is where Donovan Samuels goes off about his reign. Ladies and gentlemen,
I've calmed down a little bit, but I just cannot. The Raiders, I love you guys to death. I've been a fan for a long time, but I cannot deal with it much longer. Like, honestly, like you said you weren't going to do the same thing you did last year, and you did it yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever you want to call it. They didn't even show up to Atlanta. They didn't show up. Ron, did they show up? He went off. He went off.
Anyway, as his internet goes in and out.
And that's the thing too. And it's also Derek Carr. It's like you played so well against Kansas City, and then you just forgot how to play football. I don't understand it. Like you've been in the league for 7 years, 6 years, 7 years, and you can't feel pressure inside the pocket. Okay, one fumble, I get it, but 3 fumbles and a pick six, like, and then you want to get mad that people are bashing you. I heard from an insider that Derek Carr at the beginning of the season, he got tired of being bashed and by Raider fans, and he wanted to be traded. Well, if you keep playing like that and you're consistently inconsistent, then go ahead and go. Like I'm like, I can't deal with it anymore. Like, we've invested so much in you. You started from day one. It doesn't make any sense how you could play so well one game and then the next game you just completely just play like crap. I don't understand it. And like, he's just a tease, man. He's one of those girls that, it's like he's like a catfish, you see him on the computer, you see her on the computer, and you think she's hot, and then when you see her in person, she's not. And I just, Derek Carr, man, you gotta be consistent, man. The only way that the Raiders are gonna turn this around is if you play consistent, man. And I'm just tired of it. And there's never any like I feel like you don't take any ownership after you lose. Oh, that was just a bad game. Yeah, I don't know what there was. Raider fans deserve better. How many times have I heard you say Raider fans deserve better? Like, get your head out of your ass and fucking play football. And we got 5 games left. We got 3 winnable games. I said we were gonna go 9-7. We need to beat the Jets this week. We need to beat the Broncos. We need to beat the Chargers. We win those 3, we're 9-7. I think we can squeeze in the playoffs. So that's just my rant. I'm not going too crazy on it, but Derek Carr, get your stuff together, man. Get your stuff together, and Josh Jacobs too. You arguably fumbled. You pretty much fumbled twice. One of them got overturned, but you really fumbled there too. And it's like, you guys are supposed to be the leader of the team. If you guys want to change the way this team is viewed across the league, then you guys need to play consistent and stop turning over the ball. You guys single-handedly lost us that game. I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the classic TMW rant. Make sure y'all tune in to Donovan Samuels. Oh, my fault. His name is Maurice now. Maurice Samuels. Yeah, my guy Maurice. Here's a question I got out there for a lot of people, and I just want to know if y'all know. Do y'all feel as though that DK Metcalf is the next Megatron?
Yes. Easily.
Easily? What made you say easily?
I mean, I just feel like he's on track to be Megatron. He's right on target.
But hold on, wait a minute. We can't say that because Megatron did what he did way, he's still got a couple years to go before we can even say that.
Can he be better than Megatron? That's the question.
Based on the sample size right now, he's on that track record. Would you agree or not?
No, I'm not disagreeing with that part. But before we go that far, let's give him a couple more years and see how consistent he can be.
Only thing I'm saying is the one gift that he has that Megatron didn't have in his first 2 years is having a guy that's going to guarantee to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. That's the one gift that I say that he has. So when people be putting up numbers and saying, oh, he's doing this much better than Megatron did, when you put those numbers up, like I tell everybody, numbers is half the story. Like, you really got to sit down and you got to watch the game. Like,
right.
This bull first year, I think his first year, his quarterback was John Kitna.
Yeah.
John Kitna was his quarterback in his first year. There's a lot of people don't even know who John Kitna is.
Yeah.
This is be for real. A lot of people don't even know who John Kitna is. There's Detroit fans don't even know who John Kitna is.
Oh, I know who John Kitna is. That's that bum that played in Seattle.
Everybody knows who John Kitna is. John Kitna.
Russell Wilson went to Seattle.
Man.
Yeah, but John is trash. Matter of fact,
that's not the only gift. Let's talk about the fact that Calvin Johnson would consistently be double teamed and sometimes triple teamed on almost every part of the football
and you
field.
wasn't putting no one corner on him and having him to 3 catches for 26 yards. You wasn't doing it.
even if they only have one guy on him.
I think he's on that track record. I mean, I think what he's doing right now is I don't know. I don't know if someone can pull up Calvin Johnson's numbers through his first couple years, but I think he's on a good track record.
And his first 2 years, he got better numbers. And his first 2 years, he got better numbers than Megatron. His first 2 years.
And like you said, it's the quarterback. He has a better quarterback, so I think he can. I think when it's all said and done, if he stays with Russell Wilson's in his 8th year or 7th year?
This is 9th year right now.
9th year right now.
This is 9th year.
Oh, 9th year? Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, Russell Wilson, with him, if he stays on that team, I think sky's the limit.
And Tyler Lockett.
I like Lockett.
I like Lockett as the second guy. Lockett is good. Yeah, like I said, I'm with all of that. I just don't see him being Megatron. I see him putting up big numbers though, but I would never say like he's Megatron. He's gonna be in the top 5. No, he's not that guy to me.
Megatron.
To me, like I said last night, he reminds me of a Justin Blackman, Reggie Williams. That's who he reminds me of.
Justin Blackman.
Justin Blackman, Reggie.
Got more credit than Justin Blackman.
Yeah, Justin Blackman, he had like 2 catches in his career.
No, he's like Calvin Johnson. He just isn't Calvin Johnson.
He was good like Calvin Johnson.
I say he's Justin Blackman, Reggie Williams. That's the 2 guys who remind me of.
I think he could be better than Megatron, honestly, because he got a better quarterback.
He's gonna end up having better numbers if he got
a better quarterback. And the game is a passing league now, so the game has changed so much for quarterbacks and receivers. He got a chance to be better than Calvin Johnson.
Okay. Ryan, you want to get into your hot topic since you're here before you go out?
What is the best rivalry in the NFL?
In my eyes, is the Eagles versus Cowboys, if you ask me.
A
lot of people say something different.
Sorry, BJ, I'm going to have to say this. I would say the Ratbirds and the Steelers over the last
Hold
up.
Letitia in this joint too.
Sorry, Letitia.
You better watch what you say.
Yeah, but yeah, I got that from a Steelers fan. They call them the Ratbirds.
The Ratbirds. Okay. Well, a lot of people's gonna say Green Bay and Chicago, but unless you in Green Bay and Chicago, you would probably consider that like a great rivalry. I don't consider that a great rivalry in my eyes. I just don't.
I got to go with Pittsburgh and the Ratbirds.
Oh, they talking smack about you in the comments.
I'm gonna say Baltimore and Tennessee. The last couple of years.
I talking about like forever. The best rivalry.
I would have to. If you look at overall team success, I think the Pittsburgh and Baltimore is kind of a no-brainer.
I don't think so. It's not to me. It's not an old enough rivalry to me. That's just
definitely not all time.
It's not an old enough rivalry. Don't get me wrong. They got some. They got some historic.
But who says rivalries have to be like really old? It could be in a 10-year span. It could be in a 10-year span.
They got some historic games. Don't get me wrong. They got some historic games. It's coming down to the clutch, but I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see that one being like a top rivalry. Like I see. And I might just be a homer, but I see the Eagles Cowboys. It's like it's a top game. It's not just a top game to Eagles and Cowboys fans, but this is a top game to the point that we got 2 of the worst records and we're in primetime game. You understand what I'm saying? Like we ain't even doing good this year. We still got a primetime game. Well, and it's been years that
there's nothing to talk about, nothing to brag about.
I'm just telling you how good the rivalry is.
I don't mean to burst your bubble, Dennis, but the reason why you're prime time is because you're playing against the Cowboys. Like it's not really because the Eagles; it's because of the Cowboys.
Oh, that's what you think. Oh, okay. You sound like a Cowboys fan.
I'm not a
But
Cowboys
you know what?
fan.
You know what you sound like? You sound like a guy from a team that hasn't won a championship in a long time. That's why you would say that. That's what you sound like. Because that's exactly what you sound like. Because people who haven't won a championship in a while usually say, "Oh no, we the best." Yeah, no, you're not.
No, but I'm not even a Cowboys fan. But it just like the Cowboys, they get primetime games all the time because they're the Cowboys,
And they
since
get
they're
smacked
playing-
every time.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're the Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying. I mean, the
Who gets
Eagles are
smacked every
on
time?
prime time a lot
Cowboys.
because of the Cowboys.
I'm just saying we got the like I said, we got the worst, we got the two of the worst records in the NFL. Yet we still got a high selling, we still sell out. You know, ain't like we get a new stadium, ain't nobody gonna be there. You know, my bad. Did I say something wrong? My bad. I ain't mean to say my bad. But is there any other teams that y'all think got a rivalry? Is Buffalo and the Patriots a top rivalry?
No, Buffalo. No, it's not a rivalry. No, it's not. Our rivalry is the Dolphins. For Bills fans.
Are we only talking NFL?
Yeah, he's an NFL. Ron's an NFL.
Yeah, Ron's an NFL.
All right, then Minnesota, Green Bay, or Green Bay, Chicago?
I said Green Bay, Chicago already. I did say Green Bay.
I couldn't say Green Bay, Chicago. Chicago haven't been winning like recently, so you can't really say. You can't really
the
say
Cowboys
Chicago.
are not America's team. Y'all keep giving them that label, and they keep disappointing.
I'm not saying they're America's team, but
No.
the ratings
Letitia just said that.
and the TV networks say that they're America's team because they're always on.
They always want
to watch them lose.
So is Tom Brady. Tom Brady always on too. He on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay sucky for the last 4 or 5 years. They got every Thursday night game, every Sunday night game. I see them boys on TV. So that's not really true about America's team, because they be on TV a lot. The Bills will be on TV next. Bills will be on TV the next 4 weeks in a row. We got 4 primetime games back to back. I mean, America's team. We will be on TV every night.
We got 4 primetime games too. We ain't
so
nowhere near America's team. We like America's.
We was on TV.
We America's most hated fans. Be honest with you, we got the most hated fan base out there.
You brought that on yourself. Some of you guys did.
Well, I just realized that we booed Santa Claus and Destiny's Child in the same year. I thought it was 2 years apart. Come to find out, it was the same year.
We like being the most hated team in America. Most downplayed, underrated team. Let's go.
Yeah. The next question that I had was is Tyreek Hill the best wide receiver in the game right now?
No.
Who's the better wide receiver now?
Give me D-Hop all day.
Yeah.
D-Hop is like 6'2". What is he, 6'2", 6'3"?
It don't matter. It don't matter how big you is.
I mean, you said the best running back. You didn't say the shortest. I mean, come on, man.
I said best wide receiver. I'm just saying for this guy to be 5'10", and he could do almost everything D-Hop could do, except from he ain't got better hands. That's the only part that he like is better hands. But everything else he could do.
I'll take Michael Thomas over what's his name? Over. No, I'm not. I'll take Michael Thomas over him. Healthy Michael Thomas over
Michael Thomas
over Tariq Hill any day of the week. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Nah, man.
And that's not even. I hate fantasy football too.
The real question is Tyreek Hill top 5. That's the question.
He way past top 5.
He's top 5. He's top 5. Yes, he's top 5. He's top 5. Probably number 5.
I think he's number 1.
I'll take Keenan Allen over him. I'll take Devontae Adams over him as a
straight
receiver.
Taking people on what was. You taking people on. All right, with this. You taking people on what was last year's, or what their career is. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now too.
And you telling me Keenan Allen's better than him right now?
As a straight receiver, Keenan Allen is definitely a better receiver.
So you're talking about talent. I'm talking about what you did on the field.
No. Well,
right now,
Keenan Allen. I would take Keenan Allen over Tyreek Hill. If you think about it, Mahomes makes that work.
So your most winning quarterback, Alex Smith, he wasn't doing that with Alex Smith?
What?
He wasn't doing that with Alex Smith? Tyreek Hill?
Nah, he was all right.
So it don't matter what quarterback it is. He wasn't doing that when Mahomes went down for those 4 games?
Okay, well, same with Keenan Allen.
I'm just saying. It really don't matter who the quarterback is. He's still Tyreek Hill. He still get the job done. When people say he was a one-trick pony, all he do is go deep. he still beat you in other ways.
I'm sorry, man. If I had to put money on it, and this is from a fantasy perspective, I'm going with Keenan Allen all day. It's almost guaranteed a touchdown almost every game.
A lot of people discredit certain wide receivers because of their quarterbacks. I mean, that's just the way it is. Some people say if you got a better quarterback, then it's easier. Like Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf. I feel as though DK had it a little easier because he already had a great quarterback. That's how I feel about that situation.
Well, Keenan Allen played with Phillip Rivers, and then he played with good Phillip Rivers and then noodle arm Phillip Rivers.
He met both of them.
They played with
mostly noodle
Phillip,
arm.
And he met the bad Phillip.
He played with mostly noodle arm Phillip Rivers.
Which my boy called him Rashad is Mr. His Bro Time. He called Phillip Rivers a poor man's Brett Favre, which I thought was spot on. He called him that last night. I thought that was spot on.
Poor man's.
He doesn't turn the ball over like.
Disagree with that again, but
you disagree with that?
He's not. He's better. He's not Brett Favre category at all.
Well, I just don't think he doesn't turn the ball over.
He's never been a gunslinger.
Yeah, he
doesn't turn the same person. He been the same person he was at NC State. He was the same quarter. He was the field general.
Rivers is a gunslinger.
He is not. He never was a gunslinger. He's a.
He ain't a gunslinger now.
I never seen him as a gunslinger. I seen him in college. I never seen him as a gunslinger in college. I never seen him as a gunslinger in San Diego. He was always just like an average, no turnover quarterback. He was never no gunslinger. Never take that shot.
Well, I wouldn't say he was average.
Well,
let me above average.
He's above average, but he's not like he was never. I don't think he was like MVP, top 2 in the league.
Ramona said Rivers' arm don't look so noodly now. Yeah. AB said, like, how dare Devontae Adams play with Rodgers? So he needed to play with the bum QB to show his true worth? Absolutely ridiculous. I think he needs to play with a different QB to show his worth, yeah. Seamus said Phillip Rivers is a good QB. Phillip Rivers is on a good team. I feel as though
He on a good team, in a good situation. They use him right. They got a good running back. They got a good defense. Don't turn the ball over. That's what he's been all his career, though. Don't turn the ball over.
Who?
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers had 20 interceptions last year.
That's why he got it. Now, this year, now he's on the team. It's like, don't turn the ball over. Hand the ball, get the ball to your back. Running backs, throw a short 5 yards, dump off, screen passes, dump off, and play smart. Play to win. But Favre was like going for the game, going in the drive.
Ramona said that Rivers is throwing the ball quite well now. I don't agree with that. Like you got it. It's every other game with Phillip
at best right now.
All right, or no, but it's every other game. You'll see him one game and he look like the old Phillip, and then you'll see him another game and you'll be like, yo, who is this guy? Like especially this week when they played against Tennessee. This week against Tennessee, like there was no old Phillip in that game at all. Phillip Rivers like literally just fell off. That's how I felt about the Colts. The Colts going to ride or die with Phillip Rivers, and Phillip Rivers is going to kill that team. They need to go get them a quarterback so that way they go ahead and win the championship. Because they got everything else except for the quarterback. That's how I feel about the Colts.
They got enough to get to the playoffs.
They need
another receiver. T.Y. Hilton can't say
T.Y. Hilton ain't it anymore for sure.
They got the running back. They got the running back Hines though.
Seamus. I know he got a.
They're good at running back.
He that receiver Hines.
They need a real number one receiver. Though.
Yeah, Hines is they got 3 running backs, but Hines is the. I would say he's like the.
He's the lead receiver though. He's the best receiver they got.
Right.
He's like
Hines is the out the backfield hands.
And they got the tight ends. Still got the 3 tight ends too. The coach, don't sleep on the Colts, man. The Colts like Miami Heat, the basketball. Like the Miami Heat, they got a good squad with a good coach and a good.
I don't know if the Colts are going to the chip.
I'm not saying
I'm not saying the Rivers can change his ways. They might
watch them boys come December football and January football. Watch these boys. I'm telling you.
That's what I said. I said that too, Kellen. I said December football gonna show a whole lot about a lot of teams.
I'm scared. Being an AFC fan. I'm scared of I don't know out of Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Tennessee. being a Bills fan, I'm like watching for the Browns, watching for the Colts.
I think I'm watching out for Tennessee too, though.
I'm not really.
This their time of the year. Like last year, they did the same thing, and you see how Derrick Henry was running this week.
Me being
he had 140 in the first half.
Me being a Bills fan, I'm thinking we could beat Tennessee again. But like the Browns, I don't think we have a chance. I don't think nobody.
But the Browns, but see, the only reason why I don't think y'all got a chance against the Browns because y'all have a hard time of stopping the run.
Stopping the run, yeah. But they gonna be. I think they gonna beat themselves. And like same thing with the Colts. The Colts got a great team. They got a decent offense and a great defense. I think defense win Super Bowls and defense championships. So like. The AFC Pittsburgh. I'm not scared of Pittsburgh. I think we can beat Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is they go get that loss. They'll get that loss out of the way, and they gonna lose another game.
Y'all think y'all gonna be the ones to lose to beat them?
I haven't said that. I think we gonna beat them first. Yeah, I think so. I think they're gonna be one and done in the playoffs. The one and done in the playoffs, though. Honestly, I think they're gonna be glorified the whole season and go out there and get that loss. They'll get them 2 losses. I think the Bills gonna beat them in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
What's up, Dre?
What's going on, Dre?
Hey, what's going on? Dennis, I just wanted to get on here and comment about one thing real quick, and then I'm going to let y'all go. Shout out to everybody that's watching Talk Your Wish Tuesday. Phenomenal show. Good job. Good topics. I wanted to talk about this America team situation. First and foremost, anybody who knows about football should also go back and look at history. The Steelers originally were the team that everybody wanted to coin as America's team because the steel mill was one of the most important and industrialized parts of America. It built the American nation. So when they tried to coin the Steelers as America's team, the Steelers said no. They didn't want that. They didn't want that coin. They didn't like that name. The Cowboys picked it up. Obviously, if you know about the Cowboys back in the day, the whole entire story with the Mexican Revolution and all that stuff, the Cowboys. So the Cowboys picked that up. But since 2000, Tom Brady coming into the league, the New England Patriots are America's team. If you look at the word Patriots, I don't have to go to the Revolutionary War and all that stuff. The Patriots are the greatest sports story probably of all time in the last 20 years. There's no person who can paint me a picture that tells me that the Cowboys are one since 2000, since Tom Brady, that seventh round draft pick. 6th round, whatever. 6th, 7th round draft pick, that the Patriots haven't been more popular than the Cowboys, haven't been more hated than the Cowboys, haven't done more than the Cowboys since 2000, making them America's team. And I'm going to tell you who's going to be the next new America's team. If you look at how history is going right now, as far as Black history and how now it's being picked up and accepted within the leagues, your next America's team will be red and white.
Can't stand it.
Who the heck is red and white?
The Chiefs. Think about it.
To be honest with you, if I was to say who's America's team, it's the Steelers. Like if I was to say,
watch this. Who are they trying to make the face of the league right now?
They already made him the face when they
already
paid him
made
all
him
that
the
money.
face of the league.
When they paid him all that money, they already made him the face.
Just that State Farm.
But the crazy thing about that is, but wait, hold up, Dre. The crazy thing about that is, there's always been faces of the league, and it usually hasn't been the Patriots. I mean the Steelers, but the Steelers have always been winning rings.
Oh, I agree, but the Steelers
they don't have an MVP. I don't think they had an MVP on their team in about almost 30 years. I think it's about 30 years.
You're right, but the Steelers have never wanted to coin that name. I guarantee you the Chiefs will. The Chiefs are the next dynasty.
They should be the next dynasty, but I don't think they're going to win this.
The Patriots can't be.
The Chiefs will be the next dynasty, coining them the next America's team. Watch what I tell you. Patrick Mahomes is already the face. And then the Chiefs. Think about the Chiefs. Where did America really start from? Let's be clear. I just wanted to put that out there. History repeats.
So wait a minute, hold up. So you're trying to tell me that if the Redskins would have kept their name, then they would have been the face too? Because that's where America started from.
Oh shit!
No.
I'm just saying, hey man, if you gonna play one side of this Talk US Tuesday, you gonna play one side of it over the other one.
Devil Reno advocate.
Listen, I like the analogy, but guess what? The Redskins, where did the Redskins name dawn from? Washington D.C., right?
Right, which is
Which
where
doesn't make sense.
the president is, so that would be close to being America's team.
Right, because there's an oxymoron in that. There's a problem with that. That don't fit. DC and Redskins, how that fit? Make sense.
It's been making sense for a long time until somebody went up and protested and made them eliminate the name.
No. The concept of it don't make sense. Obviously, the name has been around, but that don't mean that it made sense. That don't mean that you pieced that together. It made sense.
We've been protesting the Eagles name though. I mean, not the Eagles, but the Washington name for years and years. We just never did nothing about it.
Right. I'm just surprised that they did it this year. That's a surprise me because they've been talking. I've been hearing about it since about 2005.
Yeah, here. Like same thing with the rest of the Indians and
the Indians, the Chiefs,
the
Chiefs,
and all the teams.
The Braves actually do the whole
chopping all that, the chop and the warheads and all that. So it's like we heard that for here. I mean, that since the night. I heard the Braves was the Braves back in the 90s. The Warhawk time I'm talking about stuff. I heard about back then. So it was like they never changed it though. So it was like now that we actually see it come to change, it's like okay, maybe we are going forward. That's how I look at it. Like we've been hearing it for a long time though.
Right.
The comment saying the Eagles the American team.
That's the Eagles fan. Shout out to Shane. I don't know who Seamus Driscoll is, but he's definitely an Eagles fan because we are not America's team. But you are definitely an Eagles fan. I can guarantee that you are definitely an Eagles fan. And I love my Eagles. Let me talk about these guys. I like my Eagles, but I just don't like the way things are going with my Eagles. That's the whole thing that I didn't like.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, Dennis. You should have listened. You should have listened to Jared from the beginning of the season. He said they were gonna be trash. You didn't believe him. You said they were going 13-3.
I did say that.
Blasphemy.
And I said a couple weeks ago, where I don't know where you was, Maurice, but I said I was wrong. I did admit that on Talk It Was Tuesday, Maurice. Let me get that out of the way, all right?
Also,
the
Patriots can't be America's team because America hates the Patriots.
That usually is how you become America's team.
No, that's why they would be America's team because they're loved and hated in that same regard.
The Patriots have so many rivalries that aren't even in their division.
Correct.
They have a rivalry with almost all the NFC East teams. Like everybody hates them.
Correct.
Nobody's scared of the Patriots.
And the cheating. Like, you can't
Not anymore. Complete that sentence, Kellen.
Okay, we talk right now. Not anymore. Nobody's scared of the Patriots.
I wanted to say this, Dennis. The Redskins don't have the caliber that those other teams that we named have. They don't have the caliber of the Steelers have. They don't have that caliber the Cowboys have. They don't have that moniker, that stature of the Patriots either.
No, they're not up there with the Super Bowl.
That's why I said. That's why I say.
But Kansas City doesn't have that either. This is their second.
Building it. But they're building it.
Okay, this is their second, and Washington got two.
Right, but watch this. They're building it. You see, the Patriots didn't have it either until Tom Brady came into play.
I mean, you can honestly say Washington is building something nice too.
They're building something nice, but let's be clear.
Yeah, not at that caliber, bro.
Hold on, watch this. In the next 5 years, how many championships do you see Washington winning compared to how many championships you could see Kansas City winning?
I don't think Kansas City winning another championship.
What?
That's just personal. Can I explain?
No. That's cool. I want to hear why.
Because usually when they overpay for their quarterback and they didn't fix their defense, which you should know a whole lot about, Dre, it doesn't add up. And then you'll end up with a guy who's a superstar with one ring. And then they'll say, oh, they wasted his talents all those years.
So you think that's happening?
I've seen this happen to Brett Favre. I seen this happen to Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. There's a couple of Steve Young.
But let me ask you this:
when you pay for the quarterback too fast and you load up the offense and you don't fix the defense, this is what happens.
Happened to him too.
And then, but I'll say this though, they didn't have the quarterback guru coach Andy Reid. That's the difference. The difference is Andy Reid.
Green Bay did. Green Bay with Brett Favre did.
Okay, but at the same time, okay, he had that, but was Brett Favre? Okay, he was with them, right? So we got that one ring. But the Chiefs, come on, man, you got to. I would have to say Mahomes is better on a better track record than Brett Favre, man. I think he's.
Hold on, the Packers never had a dynasty like the Steelers nor the Cowboys. Like when you look at the history, the Cowboys won back-to-back Super Bowls. When have the Packers won back-to-back Super Bowls since 1960? Since the inception.
They went to back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah, they won. They won the first 2 Super Bowls back-to-back, right?
No, I'm just talking about the year that they won with Reggie White. They went to back-to-back Super Bowls. They lost to the Denver Broncos.
Right. But they never won. They never won them back-to-back. That dynasty was done.
Right.
John Elway's retirement was more important. Let's be clear. I'm sorry.
Nah, I see the Chiefs winning like another 2 championships.
I don't.
2 at least. Yeah,
I see they might get 1 in the next 5 years.
And this is my perfect question. And Dennis, what team do you see having the same type of impact like the Patriots have in the last 20 years? What future team do you see that happening to now? That's in the league.
No team. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna me. I don't think it's gonna happen again. Myself.
It can happen. It all depends on who. Like, in all honesty, I don't know what we're gonna get out of Daniel Jones, but I believe the Giants can stir up something nice. In all honesty, I believe that Arizona might stir up something nice.
You know what's so funny? Dennis? I'm glad that you say that. And I heard what Kellen just said, but they said that the Bulls was gonna be the last dynasty too, until the Warriors just did it for the last 5 years.
The Warriors not a dynasty. The Warriors only won 3. They won 3. They won 3. So that's not a dynasty.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
They won 3 in 5 years though.
They won 3 in 5 years. What did last year? What did last year? They got injured. They got the first pick. They got the first. How does the dynasty if you get the first pick overall?
But I mean, they won 3 in 5 years.
5 years, Kellen.
Yeah, I thought you just got to win 3 in 5 years to be a dynasty.
5 years,
They won 3 out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5. They won 3 out of 5 years, and they lost.
So okay. Hold on.
Dynasty.
Let's clear something up. What is a dynasty, Kellen? Let's clear something. What's a dynasty?
What's your definition of a dynasty?
What?
I need to see 5 out of 8 years.
5 out of 8?
5 championships out of 8 years. Yes.
And with the new free agency going on?
Now, yes. And as far as basketball wise, yes.
Okay.
Football wise, this is different sport. Football, but
basketball,
you say they're not a dynasty. They're not a dynasty.
They are a dynasty. You want to know why they're a dynasty?
They're not better than the Patriots. They're not better than the Patriots in football. You can't compare Golden State to the Patriots in football.
Hold on, watch this. By your logic, right? The Patriots won 3 Super Bowls in 12 years, technically. Tom Brady won the first 3 Super Bowls and then went 10 years without a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Okay. And then they just won their last 3 in the last 5-6 years, right?
Yes. But
they was in
there. They was in championship rounds. They was in Super Bowl game lost games in between that time too, right?
Right. Okay. But the Warriors did the same thing. They won 3 championships in 4
years. For 4 years. And then they lost. 4 years.
They went to the finals last year. They went down.
They went 5 years in a row, Kellen.
I know they went 5 years in a row.
Mind you, hold on, watch this. Mind you, Kellen, The only addition that they got was out of the draft, that was outside of a draft and free agency was Kevin Durant.
In the free agency, they picked the free
Draymond was a second rounder.
Clay was a first round pick.
Steph, a first rounder.
No, Clay was the first round pick.
Clay was the first rounder. Steph was the first rounder.
Clay was late first. Clay was late first.
Clay was a late first, which
he was
a lottery pick. He was like
lottery.
18.
That's what
he
he
was.
was.
18 to 20 or something like that. But
yeah, he was okay.
A top
They
player in
still
the draft.
drafted Clay. That's the point. The point is they drafted those guys. You know, football is the ultimate team sport. It's 53 players on the roster. The NBA is of 15 players. And you telling me that those 15 players don't deserve a dynasty if you go to 5 straight NBA championships?
I don't see them boys as a
They went to
dynasty.
5 straight?
No way.
They didn't go to 5 straight. They went to 3. They went to 3 straight.
No. They went to 5 straight. They played the Cavaliers 3 times. Really? Or was it 4 times? I think they played them 4 times.
They played them 4 times, and they lost to Toronto.
And then they played Toronto. Yeah, that's a dynasty.
And they lost to Toronto. That's 5, Kelly.
Like even like if you break it down, like let's just say you want to do it as the Patriots, right? If you break it down in y'all Buffalo Bills terms, if y'all won 3 out of them 4 Super Bowls, that's a dynasty.
We're a dynasty because we went to 4 straight.
So then
I think y'all dynasty-ish. I think y'all dynasty-ish.
We were dynasty because we went to 4 straight. We never.
I'm not putting your ass down. I think y'all dynasty-ish. That's what I'm saying. I think y'all dynasty-ish. This is the respect.
Okay, so you put it like that. That makes okay. Hold on. That makes sense. You put it like that. We went to 4 in a row. That do make them dynasty-ish. Okay, that makes sense. It makes more sense to me now, Dre. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Like they did.
No. Here's one more part I gotta add to this though. There's one last part. Dennis, we talk about it's important to remember that teams have injuries, and injuries matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The Toronto series, they ain't have people injured in the Toronto series before?
They did have people injured.
Okay. Against the Cleveland Cavaliers when they won in 7. They ain't have people injured? They're suspended?
Wait, hold on. If you gonna say
but
that,
but this year,
what about the first time
they won
the
first
time they won?
Oh, that's true. That's true. I get it. Right. The first time they won. But I'm saying that injuries still matter. Correct. Injuries still matter regardless.
Who was injured when they went to 7 games and they lost to Cavaliers? Who was injured?
Andrew Bogut. Remember? Andrew Bogut, they best rookie. Oh, whoa. Don't do that. Hold on.
I can't cuss.
Don't do that. Wait a minute. Dennis, don't do that. Listen, I'm about to tell you why Andrew Bogut was important. Andrew Bogut was important. Wait a minute. And watch this. And it's the proof. Hold on, Dennis. You laughing. But here's the proof. As soon as Andrew Bogut went down, how many games did Cleveland win in a row?
Yo,
they won back to back.
Do you not think that they won those games in a row because it was like voted down? We had to keep going.
No. Listen, let me tell you what Andrew Bogut did in that series. Andrew Bogut kept the rim protected. He averaged a block every 5 minutes he was on the floor in that series, sir. That's why they were up 3-1. Yeah. LeBron and them couldn't get to the cup good enough without Andrew Bogut in there. Honestly, if you know the series, if you know basketball, you know the series.
I know the series. I watched the series, but y'all are not gonna sit here and say Andrew Bogut was injured.
No.
That's the reason that the Cavaliers came back again.
No, I'm telling you that is part of the reason why Cleveland won. Listen, watch how LeBron and them get to the cup in game 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. Draymond was missing in game 6, right?
Yo. And you got Josh on here saying it too. Bogut was a huge loss that year. Yo, Andrew, y'all killing me, man.
Josh is right. Josh is right. He's right.
I'm not allowed to cuss no more. I'm trying to be
Dennis, he's right though. He's right.
Y'all making me pull the cuss word out. I'm trying to tell you.
He is right. Let me ask you this question.
Let me say this in the words.
Dennis, let me ask you this question. Dennis Rodman averaged 5 points for his career, right?
Dennis Rodman and Andrew Bogut ain't even in the same sandbox.
Answer the question.
You
Hold
gotta
on.
stop
Answer the
that.
question. I'm trying to
You
make my
gotta
point.
stop that.
Let me make my point.
Book.
You can't do nothing with
Okay,
Andrew
watch this.
Bogut and Dennis Rodman.
Horace Grant. Okay, that's better for you?
No, that's not better. He way better. Horace Grant way better than Andrew Bogut.
Listen, my point is,
Bogut was
Olympian.
Bogut was Olympian. He was the first.
I understand what you're saying about. I understand what you're saying about.
Bogut was the first overall pick, though. Dennis, you got to be in front on that man. He was number one pick.
It's not about.
Hold up, player. There's a lot of
Dennis,
people
hold
picks
on.
up
No.
there.
Don't
You're not
feed
gonna
into
do
that.
that.
Dennis, don't feed into that. Don't feed into that. It's not about.
Bogut was no. You said like Bogut
about being a better
Bogut
player.
was a slouch. Bogut was no slouch though. You said like he was
It's
a bum.
about what you do situationally. That's what I'm saying.
I understand, Drake. I understand what you're saying.
Right. If I took away Dennis Rodman's rebounds from the Bulls, you think the Bulls wouldn't have been affected by that?
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got.
Certain games I say. Certain. Let me answer. Certain games I say yes. Only reason I'm going to say yes to this is because they had to play Karl Malone.
Yes, thank you.
But I won't say yes. I won't say yes when they had to play the Seattle Seahawks. I mean the Seattle Supersonics.
Right, and this is what I'm telling you. Andrew Bogut kept what's his name, Tristan Thompson with his bum self. Kept his bum self at bay. They couldn't get to the cup cleanly when Bogut was out there games 1 through 4. Watch it.
I can't believe we had the Andrew Bogut.
Yo, because
Andrew Bogut on an illustrious NBA career just retired.
And this is the first on Tokyo-ish. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go because I can't believe this.
Real sports acumen will allow you to talk about Andrew Bogut. You see what I'm saying?
No. Let me. In the
Real
words,
acumen will allow you to talk about Andrew Bogut.
I'm going to have to say this in the words of Deion Sanders. Ain't nobody care about Andrew Bogut.
I knew that was coming.
Oh my goodness! It was just. Andrew Bogut. But don't get me wrong. I see you talking about his defensive presence and the way Steve Kerr used him to make sure he looked good. And don't forget the part that he's a dirty player. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Andrew Bogut was a good piece on making sure Kawhi Leonard got injured so they could go ahead and get to the finals. That's all.
Wait a minute. That was Zaza Pachulia. That wasn't Andrew Bogut. That was
Zaza.
Oh,
that was Zaza. My bad.
That was Zaza, bro.
And they still had Zaza too? Wait a minute. Hold up.
No, Zaza was... Bogut wasn't there with Zaza. Remember, Bogut went to Cleveland. Bogut went to Cleveland.
He retired and came back, matter of fact.
Yeah, Bogut went to Cleveland. Remember, he jumped shit and still got a title regardless. Whoever won between Golden State and Cleveland, Bogut jumped shit.
I gotta let me get back to some. I got Ryan Thomas back. Ryan, you got another question?
Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
We got to get another Ryan. We got another question. Then Ryan, you got another question? I don't even know if Ryan there. He look like he just stuck. I think his Wi-Fi went out again. As Dre used to say to me back in the day, this that Walmart Wi-Fi.
That's Walmart Wi-Fi.
The Walmart Wi-Fi.
That's that great value Wi-Fi.
The greater value is a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. I use a lot of greater value stuff. The only other I forgot. I got to get into.
Hold on, Donovan. I bet not see you smirk about no great value Wi-Fi after that butt whooping y'all got on Sunday. I bet not see you crack a smile. Why ain't nobody talk about that? Hold on, Dennis. Why we ain't? Was his team on trash? Was on trash 8 players this week?
Yeah, and he
also. I was about to say.
And he also gave up a rank too. He had a rank.
Lord Jesus. Yeah. I wish I'd have heard that. I'm sorry.
Ryan, you there, Ryan?
Oh man.
Yeah, he gave up his rant about the Oakland Raiders. My bad. Las Vegas Raiders.
You was right the first time. Should have stayed in Oakland. Should have stayed in Oakland.
Ryan, you there? Yeah, greater value. All right. I'm trying to see if he got
Ron. What's your next question?
What's the next question?
Yeah, ask one.
I can't hear you. Say it again. Say your next question.
The next Julio Jones.
Who would let go of Julio Jones?
Who is the next Julio?
Oh, who is the next Julio Jones?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Metcalf.
I hope nobody, because he ain't got no rings.
The next Julio Jones. I don't know nobody that could go get it like that. See, Metcalf don't have that go get it for me. So that's why I can't say Metcalf.
I can.
Yeah, but you sound low, man. Take your finger off the volume.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
That is probably a better comparison than
AJ Brown. That is a good one. I like AJ Brown.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a real.
That's a good answer. I like AJ. I don't know if he is fast.
You answer your own question, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he's as athletic as
I don't think he is fast.
not. He's
But
not.
in general.
He gonna
He
like
not
your ass. He
so-
gonna cut your ass though.
He not so gifted, but for the past 3 weeks, he been balling like Julio Jones.
Yeah, and it helps to have a running back there that's as big
Right.
as Derrick Henry. Woo, child. I hate to have to tackle him all game. Child. What's your next question, Ryan?
What 4-17 you think can make it to the playoffs?
I'm gonna let y'all go first because y'all know who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let y'all go first.
What'd you say?
What 4-7 team you think can make it to the playoffs?
Well, I mean,
Who 4-7?
I mean, I'm gonna have to say the Giants. It'd have to be the Giants or the Redskins. I mean, or the team in Washington. I'm sorry,
Well, which one you think is better?
Washington.
Football team.
You think the football team is better?
Giants.
Yeah, I think defense. I like that.
I think the only thing that's gonna hold the Giants down to me is the quarterback play. If Colt McCoy don't come out like he want to win this job, then it's gonna be Washington.
How many chances is Colt McCoy gonna get?
Well, I can't say what I want to say because this is a televised show. But you know why he getting all those chances?
Because it's first because his father, because he called McCoy.
No.
Nah.
I didn't know he was still in the league.
accurate quarterback in college football history.
Nah. Texas QBs get a lot of love anyway because it's Texas.
True.
Because he called McCoy. That's why. His name.
I mean, you got Colt McCoy to Vince Young to what's the boy name? He's an analyst now. Chris Sims.
Chris Sims,
Yeah.
son.
Chris
Like
Sims.
they all
Chris Sims?
back in the days. The list goes on and on and on. It goes
Right,
on
they all
and
get
on.
love because they play for Texas. Playing for Texas really means something. What's your next one, Ryan?
Kansas City will go to the Super Bowl and win it this
No.
year again.
No.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna win it this year.
No.
He said, well, Kansas City goes, we won't repeat it again and win it again this year. No.
Who's going to
Yes.
stop them?
I think this year they get knocked off by the Steelers. If it's not the Steelers, it might be the Titans this year. Titans might come back for some revenge.
No.
I'm gonna say the Raiders.
The who?
The Raiders do got their number.
I mean, it's a division. I would like our chances. I'd rather play them than some other team because it's a division rival, and those are always pretty close. But I mean, the way we played last week, I mean, I don't know what to really expect, man. To be quite honest, I'm just upset, man.
Y'all got to get a new quarterback. They're y'all problem.
Hey, Ricky Bobby, I already said from the beginning that I think Tyreek Hill's the number one wide receiver in the league.
No.
I ain't hating on him. I think he's
Ricky
number
Bobby,
one
I'm not
receiver.
hating, bro. I'm just saying that y'all not going back to the joint.
He's
Yeah.
probably about
I'm
5.
telling you, if you put, come on, Devontae Adams, Diggs, come on, man. Tyreek Hill, I mean, not the
DeAndre
best.
Hopkins,
What's up, Darius?
DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, Odell, Julio.
How you got
probably.
Odell up there? Odell ain't did nothing in like 3 years. That's what I mean. You just basing
Well,
this off
that's not true.
talent.
It's not true.
This is based on talent.
Abdullah even playing. He hurt.
He ain't did nothing in 3 years.
He hurt. Yeah, right. That's like
Well, if you're
saying
going
AB.
off, no, he had 1,000 yards last year, but
And they was in
They had
last
1,000
place
with
last
Baker
year.
Mayfield and the Browns,
It was in
and
last place
somebody else
last
catching
year.
for 1,000 yards on the other side of him.
What else you got,
If you're
Ryan?
just going off this year, then DK's in there. Adam Thielen's in there.
Did Tom Brady cost the Buccaneers that win against Kansas City?
That's the
Oh
first
yeah, and I
time
forgot you. I put Mike Evans over Tariq Hill too.
Yeah, all right, I won't.
No, not Mike Evans.
I won't.
I would.
I won't. Or Chris Godwin. I won't do it.
AB.
Did Tom Brady Buccaneers that win?
Did Tom Brady cost the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that win last or two nights ago?
No, not completely.
Well, who you think cost them the win?
I mean, it was a team effort to lose that game. I mean, Jamel Dean stinks. So it looks like he gives up a touchdown a game at least.
I think they should just if they're gonna play Jamel Dean, I think he should be blitzing at all times.
No, he should be playing on like kickoffs because he's fast.
Who you say? You said Jim Beam?
No, Jamel
Dean.
Number 35.
Jim Beam from the
Kelly gonna say Jim. You say Jim Beam? We ain't out to drink on the show, bro. That's what he's about to say.
No, he said Jimmy Dean.
No, he said Jim
Jimmy
Beam.
Dean sausage.
Jim Bean. He said Jim Bean. I heard he
Jamel
said.
Dean, number 35 for the Bucs.
Oh, Jamel. Oh, I thought it said Jim Bean.
I've
Really
been
fast
saying for the whole season. I've been saying for the whole season, Tampa Bay O-line is not that good.
Yeah,
they trash.
I mean,
is it that, or is Tom Brady just not that accurate anymore?
No, it's not that. Know what it is? It's not the offensive line, Ron. It's Tom Brady not the same as he was 2 years ago. Everybody said because Tom Brady left the AFC. He not the offensive line.
I would not be the same like I was 2 years ago either. But on top of that old line is trash.
Yeah, but Brady's lost a step. Brady lost a step too. The Buccaneers. I mean, the Buccaneers never had a offensive line. We knew that from the past. Right. They got a quarterback. We said they was better than they was, but they're still the same Buccaneers squad they was last year. They got a better quarterback, and the quarterback is saying
right.
He average. He's just another guy now.
And they have a good right tackle, and their run game's like working pretty good.
They do not have a good right tackle. They got a rookie right tackle. Wirfs is not a good right tackle.
No, Wirfs is pretty good.
Wirfs is definitely a good right tackle.
Yeah, Wirfs is pretty good.
He's just another. He's an average tackle. He's not a pro.
No, he's not average. He's pretty good.
He's not an all pro tackle.
No, he's not all pro, but he's
so he's not top five. He's not top five. Then he's just another tackle.
He's top 10, and to be a rookie in top 10 is good.
He's a rookie tackle playing for Tom Brady. Like, no, he's not that good, bro. He's done better than that. Y'all know this.
So because he plays for.
What are they struggling? Why I think because he was blocking for the last first 5 games.
Do you know their left tackle is terrible? You do know their left tackle is terrible.
The worst.
Their whole line is terrible. Their line been terrible for the last 4 years. We know that.
Yeah, but has been doing a pretty good job in my eyes.
He's decent. He's not good. He's not good.
What is your hate with Tristan Wirfs? He didn't play for your school or something?
He's not a great. He's not. Y'all saying like he's great. He's not great. Y'all say he's a great left tackle. He's not a great left tackle. He's a decent left tackle. I think y'all got a better left tackle than y'all. And right tackle than he got the Eagles, the Hawaiian kid, the rugby player. He better.
You talking about Jordan Montiala?
Yeah, he better than Wirfs.
Well, he's not better than Tristan Wirfs.
He is better than bull number 76 though.
He better than Wirfs. He better than fucking he better than Beckman too. I mean, the kid for the Jets too. They got picked up.
Donovan, that's the name. Donovan Smith.
This is blasphemous.
Oh, you're just.
No. He ain't better than Becton. Now, listen. I've been. Let me say this again. I've been on record because Marcus Betts has been praising Becton, calling him the next unicorn. I'm not saying all that. What I'm saying is he came in and he has become a good left tackle in this league. Now
I've
I'm
been
not
watching, I've been
saying
watching them boys. Them boys is not that good. Their feet
no.
work
He
bad,
is
man.
not them boys, but he is. He don't get beat that often.
I would
I've
say
been watching.
this.
I've
Yeah.
been looking for him to get beat.
His hands is
I,
slow and his feet is slow. He good for right now. When they want to get some camera on him,
I don't see his feet being slow. I
I
don't
see
know
his
what you
feet being
watching.
slow. I played line. As a little man, I played line, so I know you play line, so you know what it is. I know his
Right.
feet is
It's
slow,
about
his
your
hands
feet.
is slow.
What I wanted to see was at the Buffalo guys. I actually wanted to see y'all beat them, but y'all didn't beat him. Y'all beat everybody else on the line, but y'all didn't beat him.
Yeah, we didn't beat him. We didn't beat him 1-on-1. Yeah, we
Right.
didn't beat him 1-on-1.
And there's a lot of people that don't beat him 1-on-1.
He was
Like
on.
I had to really sit back and look at it. Like
He was on.
like I said, I was hating.
He was on Houston the whole game. Now Houston ain't really that. He just
But
going.
I think he injured now.
He gonna arm wrestle with you all the time. Yeah, he not 100%.
my next question is: do you think Dallas should fire the head coach right now?
Who?
Dallas should fire their head coach.
No.
No.
Now he's gonna get he's gonna get a pass because of the quarterback situation. Like,
Wait a minute. Did y'all forget this? The same man when Aaron Rodgers went down, did not do nothing the same year.
He shouldn't get fired though.
nah, I mean he's gonna get a pass because of the quarterback situation.
He shouldn't have got the job to begin with. He stinks.
That's
Right.
yeah.
That's what I
I'm
said.
saying.
But the fact that he in our division,
And more other good coaches out there deserve this Dallas job. Yes or no?
yeah, I think they should have got them a defensive coach. Honestly, I thought the board should have been head coach.
Shouldn't have got Rex Ryan. Should have got a Rex Ryan, right?
Yeah, Rex Ryan. Honestly, Rex Ryan would have been perfect for that team.
Would be perfect.
But I thought they should have kept Chris Rashad.
I was just bullshit.
No, he terrible.
Chris
terrible.
Rashad?
Yeah, he terrible.
He ain't terrible.
He terrible.
Dan Quinn.
No, Dan Quinn is terrible. Chris Rashad ain't terrible.
Raheem Morris.
Man, I think Chris Rashad should have got the job. When he turned that defense around and they let Ron Marinelli just let him turn the defense around. So that after that happened, I was just sitting there and I was like, see, this boy he at least deserves to be defensive coordinator, if not head coach.
I think the Jets defensive coordinator deserves to be a head coach.
Greg Williams? No.
But he did turn around the Saints.
With the bounty program?
Yeah.
Yeah, he turned them around, all right.
I mean,
hey, why you don't think Rex? I'm trying to figure this out, Ricky Bobby. Why you don't think Rex Ryan will be a good coach? Why does everybody got so much hate on Rex Ryan?
I like Rex Ryan.
Butt fumble to the AFC Championship.
2 of them.
2 AFC Championships with butt fumble.
How many championships that has been to in the last 20-something years? They had not even sniffed the NFC Championship.
I think Rex Ryan's a player's coach too. So.
Right.
Rex Ryan, a trash coach. He a defensive coordinator.
Do you think the refs be helping out some of the quarterbacks sometimes?
Do I think who?
The refs.
I think the refs help teams out. Like last night, I think we got helped by the refs when Carson Wentz was supposed to get that intentional grounding, but he didn't. I felt as though we got helped out. I think if you got home field advantage, you're gonna get at least one call. That's how I feel. They're gonna give you one. That's about it.
Do you think Dallas will make it to the playoff this year?
They have a possibility.
No. They have a possibility.
in that division, anybody got possibility.
No,
They have a
Nah,
possibility.
no,
After
that's
nah.
we
Pittsburgh.
after we lost last night, I know they sat back there and they was like, you know what, we still got a chance.
Ron,
But
after Thanksgiving Day game, and they got beat by 41 points on them boys. I think they called it quits.
I think Washington and the Giants like net and net.
They
They're like
are.
right there.
They ain't neck and neck because the Giants got the upper hand on Washington.
I got
I
a
mean,
friend.
yeah,
I
they
got a
got
friend that
the
plays
upper
football. He
hand.
say right now the Cowboys is in shipping season. They send their cars back to California and stuff. They moving their stuff back home. They about to call this season quits, man. We lost our quarterback. We lost on Thanksgiving. We got a better Thanksgiving Day. We caught a pump, a fake punt on 4th down and lost 15 yards. Like they lost all confidence in everything they did over this year football, man. It was like, and the reason they lost to division rivals on Thanksgiving Day and got blown the heck out. So I
Do
think
you
they
got any
done.
questions?
I think they Cowboys is blue. I've been saying they're the worst team in football for the last season started. They're the worst team to watch. They're the worst team in the league. So they pack up next year. Right now they on the clock.
Yeah, they definitely on the clock. I feel as though Dallas will be a way better team, probably next year when Dak
I
get back. I seen the
I
picture of
don't
Dak sitting down chilling. He looking pretty good. Can't wait to see him back on the field healthy. I seen
I
a
don't
picture.
think they will be. I I don't think they will be in the game next year. I don't.
I think they might be good. I think if they're not good, it's all about coaching.
Because you gotta look at where they at in the draft. Five
They're like
pick.
number 4.
Okay.
They're like
And
number 4 in the draft.
you number 4. What Jerry Jones like to do? Get a quarterback, yes or no?
He's not going to draft a quarterback at 4. No
You
chance.
never know.
How we know?
No
Did
chance.
Jerry
No,
Jones
I
no,
hope
do
he
like
don't,
no,
but
that?
I
no
wouldn't doubt him
shot.
for it.
I will
Who
not
would
push
Because
he?
the
Justin
Who would he
Fields
past.
get at?
and Trevor
Okay,
will be
Jerry.
gone.
Who would he get at for then?
But
Yeah,
most likely
because
he could try to get Trevor.
Trevor and Justin are going 1 and 2,
Yeah,
more,
they be
more
going
than
over. They
likely.
be going over. But it'd be the kid
People are
from
going to
North
trade
Dakota
They
up to
go
get
with
State.
the
those
North
guys.
Dakota State kid, Trey Lance.
They will
No,
not take. They will
I
not
will
take.
not put the
no,
past
They will
him
not take him number 4. They will not take
no.
him. It gotta be Lawrence,
because
or it gotta be Lawrence, or it gotta be Hoover. I mean, Hurts
if
out
you
there.
look at it,
Lawrence and Fields will be
they at
going 1
number
and 2.
4 right now in the draft. And Jerry Jones thinking like, well, we don't got to pay that. We to get the other kid over
Who
here.
they'll probably get is Patrick Surtain at 4. That's
See,
who they
that's who
probably
I
end up
wanted. But
They will get Kellen Mond from Texas A&M to be their backup, their next quarterback.
getting. Not at number 4.
No, not number 4, but that's be their backup. That's be their quarterback of the future, though. That's Dak. That's
because
Dak Prescott 2.0.
they need defensive help. They need O-line help.
This the thing. This is the thing that gets me right here. Ricky Bobby on the way right here. Ricky Bobby says because he believed that Rex Ryan is a good defensive coordinator and that's it. I don't think that he can handle all the pressure and expectations that comes in Dallas. I think only pressure and expectations that he won't be able to handle is Jerry Jones. Let's get that out the way. Plus, I don't think Jerry Jones will hire Rex Ryan because Rex Ryan will get all the credit when they win the Super Bowl. Jerry ain't let nobody get all the credit.
See, Jerry Jones is a me guy. Rex Ryan is a we guy.
Right. Now here's another thing. This is what's crazy because this only happens to defensive coordinators. They need to go back to being defensive coordinators, not good head coaches. Matt Nagy is terrible right now.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Been terrible for about 2 years now. Got the number one defense, been terrible for about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, nobody is saying, oh, Matt Nagy just needs to be offensive coordinator. People are actually saying when he go back to Kansas City, and then he'll go back to the offensive coordinator, people will actually give him another job before they give Rex Ryan another job. And that's the thing that's the thing that I don't like how you get treated as a defensive coordinator compared to offensive coordinator. That's my whole thing. We know Matt Nagy's terrible.
What? Who you think the 49ers on defensive coach would go to?
Probably
What
y'all.
team?
Probably y'all. Help
But
fix
we
that.
winning.
Who they?
Help
Who
fix
they?
that defense
Who
out.
they?
We
Who the defensive coordinator? Who they DC? What's
we
his name?
got I forgot his name.
You know his name, Dennis?
Who? What name? Who? For who?
49ers DC.
I forgot his name, but I gotta remember his name
Robert
too. But
Salah.
he's good. That guy's good.
He good.
He lost most of his defensive line, and he still got them boys balling.
He'll get a head. Is he a head coach or will he be a DC next year? Ron.
I think he needs to be a
may
head
be a
coach.
head coach.
He'll go to the Jets then.
Nah, I don't think he
No.
should go to the Jets. That's a disaster.
He'll go
That's
to
a
the Jets. He'll go
disaster. And then
Jets or
it
Detroit.
don't matter how good you do with the Jets, you just a DC. So I ain't even gonna sit there and set him up like that.
He'll go to
As
Jets.
if the Jets. The crazy thing is, as if we seen the Jets in the AFC Championship game before Rex Ryan got there. As if anybody had Mark Sanchez being a top 15 quarterback. But Rex Ryan ain't a good coach. The best coaches is the ones that can do more with less. Those are the best coaches.
Rex Ryan is a DC. He's a DC. He's not a head coach.
There you go, man. Not a head coach. Here you go.
He's not a head coach. Why do you think he ain't got no head coaching job the last 2 years?
He ain't have a coaching job. He ain't have a coaching job because he ain't going through the stress that's going on. That's why.
He almost.
If I'm making $6 million working for ESPN,
and the Bills,
why would I go over there? Why would I go coach a team for $10 million and get all that stress and I can't even get the players that I want?
Because you the head
coach. I can make $6 million and look good on TV and say what I want and be comfortable.
Because you the head coach out of GM. That's why. If you a coach, you'll coach your team, coach your players up to do the right thing.
But the coach and the GM got to be tight. It can't be no ifs, ands, and buts.
That's why he's a DC. He's not a head coach.
He's a head coach, man. He's a head coach. He had a bad stomp in Buffalo, which I don't even call a bad stomp because he went to Buffalo, gave y'all Tyrod Taylor, and almost took y'all to a playoff game. Which would have been the first play.
Our GM got Tyrod Taylor.
Which would have been so you think your GM went out there and said Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback I want?
Yep.
You honestly believe that? How many black quarterbacks y'all had?
At that time, none. We had 4.
But we had
a black GM at the time.
Drafted EJ Emanuel. Why would you go get Tyrod Taylor?
We had a black GM at the time. That's why we had him and Thaddeus at the same time. He had 3 black quarterbacks at the same time. We didn't want none of them boys. They ain't none of them fit the culture. For real. We had a black GM at the time. We had Doug Willie at the time. Doug Willie brought all them boys in there. He brought Sammy Watkins, Robert Woods, and they was like, Buffalo was like, no, we don't want none of them boys in there. None of the young men can play with this team. But
terrible.
And Rex Ryan was like, I'm gonna cover defense up and be a defensive coordinator and not work with the offense. Unless y'all get the players in here. That's why Robert Woods left. All the offensive left. That's why Watkins had 1 catch in 2 seasons, and the rest of the players Woods left.
Woods was hurt a lot too.
Yeah, because Rex Ryan worried about the defense. He's going to get my defense right, and not with the offense.
I don't think he's a D coordinator. Y'all do. Y'all gonna keep harping on that. Y'all can have that. I'm not sitting there arguing with y'all on that. Only thing I'm gonna say is they had Marshawn Lynch at one time, Watkins, Woods, but all that was Rex Ryan's fault though. Marshawn Lynch left y'all too though. Everybody leave Buffalo.
That was because he ain't like being in Buffalo. He ain't like being here. He was the West Coast guy on the East Coast. He come to the East, come through the snow. Ain't nothing in Buffalo. He said all the Wolves is on females and Buffalo
CJ
Wild
Spiller
Wings.
was a bust. You right about that, Buck Flair.
Welcome, Buck Flair. Yeah, Spiller was a bust. That was all our black GM job. He Doug Whaley, which is now the XFL GM.
Like I said, your GM and your head coach got to be best friends. If they not, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
That's the way I feel
respect
about
that.
it.
That's true. That's
Now,
true.
I've actually seen where a head coach and a defensive coordinator didn't get together and they won a Super Bowl. I actually seen that happen. So,
You say who head coach and defensive coordinator?
yeah, they ain't get along and they won a Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, the '85 Bears did it.
Yeah, with
Buddy Ryan.
Buddy
and,
Ryan. Yeah, they got
forgot
to fight. They got to fight that year.
Yeah, and you see half the team pick up Buddy Ryan, and the other half of the team picked up
OC, yeah, the head coach.
Yeah, Mike something. Iron Mike Dicker. Let me say it the way it's supposed to be said, since I'm the only one who ain't never heard that.
Iron Mike Dicker.
Iron Mike Dicker.
Shout out to Trivia Thursdays. The Iron Mike Dicker trivia.
Iron Mike Dicker trivia. All right, let me finish the show off with this right here, man. I want to talk about my Philadelphia Eagles. From what I seen last night, I seen the defense. They tried their best to keep us in the game, besides a couple of unsportsmanlike penalties. And I want to say Darius Slay just not having a good day. But besides that, I seen a defense that was trying to keep us in the game. I seen an offense that couldn't do anything right. I mean, they couldn't do nothing right, and especially in the first half. We couldn't run the ball right, which I don't think we should have been running the ball against Seattle. I think we should have been doing a lot of screen plays, a lot of I think it should have been a lot more of quick passes to the running back out the backfield. I think we should have lined Miles Sanders up and let him take advantage of the linebackers in coverage. The way our tight ends was playing, I think that Carson Wentz should have been able to hit them in stride instead of them running backwards to trying to catch passes. It was a terrible display of offense that I seen last night. And this offense has been terrible, period. And the only way I see us winning games is if the defense win games for us, to be honest with you, unless our offense gets some type of spark. That's the only way I see it happening. Now, a lot of people keep asking me, so who should get fired? Should it be Howie Roseman? Should it be Doug Peterson? Should they trade Carson Wentz? I don't think that they're going to do none of the above. I think they're going to just have a good offseason this offseason, and they'll come back next year and they'll try to do better. I don't think that they'll do none of the above because, honestly, that's not even Philadelphia Eagles like.
So Jalen Hurts gets more play time for y'all boys or not?
I think Jalen Hurts should get more play time. I would like to see a setup where Jalen Hurts is next to Miles Sanders and Jalen Reagor comes on a motion for a fake sweep. I would just like to see the three of them in the backfield to confuse teams. To be honest with you, I would like to see more of that setup.
He got 2 plays last night. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
I felt bad for him.
I just want to know, where is Doug Peterson's playbook at? That's what I want to know. I want to know, where's that playbook that I seen for the last 4 games of last season? Where's that December playbook at? Because that's what we're going to need to win this division. That's exactly what we're going to need to win this division.
Better call Brian Daboll.
He might have. No, we ain't calling him Brian Daboll. That mean we ain't going to run the ball. But he might have to.
Y'all going to start winning then.
But Frank Reich, yeah, Frank Reich. I don't like saying that Frank Reich was the piece that helped us win, because the first year we had Frank Reich, we went 3-0 and everybody was excited. And then after that, we lost a bunch of games after that. So I can't really sit there and say, oh, Frank Reich was the piece. Look what he's doing with the Colts. I just think the Colts is a better situation right now. That's how I feel about it. Only bad thing he got going over there is his quarterback. He can't get the quarterback position right. So it's just kind of with the same thing we got going on over here. So that's the only reason why I don't say Frank Reich on that. I think that they should let Deuce Staley call plays too. I'm not really in it for Nick Foles. If they bring Nick Foles back, he come back for the low. I ain't mad at it, but I'm not really in it for Nick Foles. I just want to see the Philadelphia Eagles do better things. That's all.
You
Do
see,
what's best for you.
you say y'all done for the season. That's y'all saying this you saying right now. Y'all through. Y'all on the
We
Nah,
need
clock.
I'm
that
saying,
number. We need that number 2 pick. Get Justin Fields.
I'm saying we're gonna keep it going. I think what you call needs to be done though. I think Jason Peters needs to go ahead and retire.
He was retired last year. He came back. He came back to come back. I think for that last check.
Yeah, I see he still got the love for it. He got it in his gut, but I think he needs to go ahead and retire. You know what I mean? I appreciate him. He was great for the organization. I love him, but in all honesty, I think it's your time to go. No disrespect to you, you are a Hall of Famer, but I really do think it's your time to go.
He got a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. Jason Peters is a Hall of Famer. As a matter of fact, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Whoa, I'm about to ask you. He first got a Hall of Famer. You for real?
I don't know.
He's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Wow. Okay, that's a big beat right there. I didn't think he was a Hall of Famer. I didn't know it was the first ballot.
I think he's a tough discussion for Hall of Fame. He could or could not.
Honestly, a tough discussion. He was top 3 in his position for like 7 years. Where y'all been with? Did y'all watch offensive line?
Yeah, I watched. But people in front of him won't people in front of him though. You say anything about Ruben Brown? That's the case. Like people that deserve to be there is not in there. So it's a long list of offensive linemen that should be there before him, before they made first ballot.
I think he's right where he needs to be. I think the only 2 offensive linemen,
Tony Baselli, first ballot.
only 2 offensive linemen that I felt as though that were better than him at the time was Joe Thomas and what was the other boy name? And Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith was the other one. Those were the only 2 offensive linemen I felt at the time was better than him.
Well, left tackles.
Yeah, left tackles. I'm sorry, left tackles. Like I said, he was top 3 in his position.
Because linemen, when you're going Hall of Fame now, it's really like there's like 1 or 2 offensive linemen, and they're not like strictly a tackle, strictly like.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think Jason Peters gets in first ballot. First ballot. I mean, he ain't like in my eyes the greatest offensive lineman I've ever seen play. In my eyes, is Larry Allen.
He was a monster.
That's just me, Larry Allen. He's the greatest offensive lineman I've ever seen play. And he went he was in the NFL and went all pro in 4 different positions. So that's just to let you know about Larry Allen. In my eyes, that's the best offensive lineman ever played the game. In my eyes.
If the Eagles don't get a quarterback, Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts. Why that sound familiar? Who's Kyle Pitts?
The tight end from Florida.
Why are we getting another tight end?
Well, he's more of a receiver than a tight end. He'd be like.
I honestly think we need a linebacker, but I don't think we're gonna go first round linebacker. But I honestly believe we need a linebacker.
It also means we haven't really picked in the second round, so we can get a linebacker then too.
Yeah, but I want to end this show. I want to thank Donovan Samuels for coming out. Pop Fly Podcast. I want to thank Dalton Smith for coming out, Mr. Monday Night Messiah, and also Joe Yu. I want to thank Arinthius Frazier for coming out, Mr. No Filter himself, the Renegade Man. I want to thank Fight for the Mic, Pylon to Pylon, Jared for coming out. I want to thank Kellen Lane for coming out. Can't wait for this boy to get back on Sunday nights and get his show back. Hopefully that'll be happening. I want to thank Andre the Torch Robinson for coming out tonight, the CEO of Rise Up. And I also would like to thank Ryan Thomas, even though he had Wi-Fi issues, still coming out, still doing his thing on Talk US Tuesday. Also want to give a shout out to the OnPoint Network. Just to let y'all know, thank y'all very much. And God bless. Good night.
With them fly ass chicks who paint them pretty ass lips. With them trap boys out doubling up on bricks. For positions like